Hello everyone, welcome back to Agriculture Insight. Did you know that there's a tiny little bean that you can't live without? That's the soybean, nature's golden seed, packed with 1.5 times more protein than beef, making its way into billions of meals around the world. From sun-drenched fields, plump soybeans are carefully harvested and quickly transported to factories, where the magic begins. Under the skillful hands of humans, and with the support of modern technology, these tiny soybeans undergo a meticulous and intricate processing journey, eventually transforming into silky smooth tofu with a perfect texture. Rich and creamy soy milk with a naturally sweet flavor, and golden pure soybean oil extracted with precision, all of which make their way into millions of kitchens around the world. Today, join me as we explore the incredible journey of soybeans, from golden gems in the fields to a refined source of nutrition in your kitchen. Let's dive in. But before we dive into the magical factories, let me reveal some fascinating secrets about these golden beans and let you enjoy the picturesque harvest on the vast soybean fields. First, while Brazil, often dubbed the soybean king, accounts for 39% of global production, but across the ocean, the US proudly claims its soybeans are premium grade. Will Brazil's massive production be enough to outshine the US forever? Or will superior quality rise to the top and stage an impressive comeback? Don't hesitate to drop a comment below and share your thoughts with everyone. Soybeans particularly love warm weather, thriving in temperatures between 20 to 30 degrees Celsius, with just the right amount of rainfall throughout the growing season and fertile, nutrient-rich soil. A typical soybean plant, from a tiny seed to a fully grown pod-filled plant, needs at least 80 to 120 days to complete its growth cycle, depending on the variety and environmental conditions. Every September, as the cool autumn winds begin to whisper and the golden hues start to dominate the landscape, it's also the signal for farmers that the harvest season has arrived. Under the brilliant golden sunlight, the combine harvesters appear as sophisticated machines of modern agriculture, ready to carry out their harvesting task. With their large size and sharp cutting blades, these machines move gently yet decisively through the soybean fields, causing rows of plants to bow down. The soybeans are immediately fed into the machine, where the threshing system works with precise accuracy. Specialized parts of the machine work in perfect harmony, separating the beans from their pods without compromising their quality, preserving the color and value of every single bean. With impressive capacity, each combine harvester can harvest over 45 tons of soybeans in just 1 hour. When the hopper is full, the machine's arm extends, automatically unloading the golden beans into a waiting truck. Once the work is done, the harvested soybeans are transported to modern factories, where technology takes over the next phase of processing, turning fresh raw materials into refined, valuable products. Specialized trucks enter the factory, and immediately, bins full of golden beans pour into the feeding mouth on the ground. An underground system is ready to cleanse the beans before they are stored. The beans continue their journey on a conveyor belt into the screening system. Large fans blow strong air currents, blowing away dirt and light impurities like dry husks and leaves, which are then directed to the waste outlet above. Meanwhile, heavier impurities like stones and dirt that can't be blown away are separated using a centrifugal filtration system with different mesh layers, allowing only the standard soybeans to continue their journey. After being cleaned, the soybeans move to an automatic drying system. Here, alternating hot and cold airflow passes through, allowing moisture inside the beans to evaporate without affecting the nutritional quality or structure of the beans. Finally, the highest quality beans are poured into towering silos that reach up to several dozen meters in height, with a maximum capacity of up to 50,000 tons, preparing them for the next stages of processing. First, let me take you on a tour around the tofu factory to explore how these meat-free blocks are created. The production process begins with the preparation of raw materials. Dried soybeans are fed into an automatic washing system and then soaked in large water tanks for 6 to 12 hours. This soaking process helps the beans absorb water and soften, making it easier for the next grinding step. Once the beans have reached optimal moisture content, they are fed into a grinding system. Here, the beans are ground with a certain amount of water to create a mixture of soy milk and soybean pulp. Depending on the technology used, factories may apply a dry grinding method, which requires longer soaking times, or a wet grinding method, which requires shorter soaking times. The mixture after grinding is passed through a centrifugal filtration system to separate the soybean pulp from the pure soy milk. The soy milk continues to the next processing stage, while the pulp is sent to a separate area to be used as animal feed or made into other products such as cereal or fiber-rich foods. After being properly filtered, the soy milk is pumped into an automatic heating system, where the temperature is strictly controlled between 95 degrees Celsius and 100 degrees Celsius. This boiling process not only helps eliminate bacteria and remove natural toxins in the soybeans, but also brings out the distinctive flavor of tofu. Once it reaches the required temperature, the soy milk is immediately transferred to a coagulation tank to begin the curdling process and form the tofu structure. The hot soy milk is transferred to a large container where coagulating agents like nigari salt or food-grade gypsum are added. The mixing machine stirs the solution to trigger the curdling of the protein, forming solidified clumps. For soft tofu products, the coagulation stirring process doesn't take place. Instead, the soy milk is sprayed into long bags or square boxes, then sealed and immediately placed in a cold water bath to cool. This process helps preserve the softness and loose texture of the soft tofu, while also ensuring the product stays fresh longer. After the coagulation process is complete, the curdled mixture is placed into molds to remove excess water. Here, the press applies just the right amount of pressure to compact the curds, giving the tofu a firmer texture. After being pressed, the tofu is cooled to reach the ideal temperature, which helps the product achieve better firmness and stability. During the cooling process, the tofu is passed through a cooling system, either using cold water or air. Afterward, the tofu is cut into pieces using automatic cutting blades that are gentle yet precise. Next, the tofu is immediately placed into packaging boxes through an entirely automated production line. Before sealing, a little clean water is sprayed inside the box to maintain moisture, preventing the tofu from drying out and keeping it fresh for a longer time. After packaging, the tofu products go through a sterilization process. Sterilization is carried out using heat treatment, where the tofu packages are heated to temperatures between 85 degrees Celsius and 90 degrees Celsius for a set period, then quickly cooled. Finally, after completing the production process, the tofu is stored in a warehouse at temperatures between 4 degrees Celsius and 10 degrees Celsius before being distributed to the market. For soy milk, the preparation process is similar to that of tofu production. However, during the cooking stage, flavorings such as salt and sweeteners are added and thoroughly mixed with the soy milk to ensure a consistent and stable flavor. Once the soy milk has completed the processing steps, it is transferred to automated packaging systems, where it is bottled or packed into paper cartons. For bottled soy milk products, which typically have a longer shelf life than carton-packaged ones, the empty bottles are first carefully checked using a laser scanner and washed with clean water before being filled. The modern filing system uses sensor technology to accurately measure the amount of soy milk to be poured into each bottle. After filling, the bottles are sealed and proceed to the final sterilization stage. Once the sterilization process is complete, the bottles continue on a conveyor belt, passing through a system of water sprays and air blowers to quickly cool them down before being labeled by an entirely automated system. If soy milk is packaged in a carton, it will look like this. At this point, the soy milk bottles are ready to be distributed to consumers. However, the journey of the soybeans doesn't stop here. The beans continue their transformation into golden, nutrient-rich soybean oil. From the storage silos, soybeans are sent through a screening system, where gentle vibrations help remove impurities and evenly sort the beans. The beans are then dried to reduce moisture to around 8% to ensure quality. Next, they are fed into a dehulling machine, where the soybeans are compressed between two pairs of rollers. This process cracks the soybean hulls and splits the beans into smaller parts. The mixture of soybeans and hulls is then transferred to an air separation system. After dehulling, the soybeans are fed into a screw press machine. Inside the press, the soybeans are moved forward by a screw conveyor inside the pressing tube. The final product is full-fat soy meal. After being processed in the screw press, the soybean meal is transferred to a mechanical oil press. In this press, the product continues to move along the press cage, where it is compressed under pressure. The oil is extracted through the slits in the cage and collected in a container below. At the same time, the remaining oil cake, with an oil content of about 7 to 8% and a temperature range of 120 to 130 degrees Celsius, is produced. The oil cake, which contains a high level of fiber and protein, is widely used in the production of animal feed for livestock and poultry. It helps promote animal growth and improves the quality of meat, milk, and eggs. Thanks to its rich nutritional value, the oil cake becomes an essential component of the diet for many animals, contributing to optimized farming efficiency. After filtering and refining, the oil is sent for quality inspection. Here, quality indicators such as clarity, smell, acidity, and chemical composition are thoroughly checked to ensure the oil meets safety and quality standards before packaging. Compared to other oils like sunflower and olive oil, Soybean oil stands out for its low cost and high smoke point, but its higher omega-6 content could lead to nutritional imbalances if consumed excessively. It is transferred to an automated packaging system. The oil is poured into bottles, cans, or flexible packaging according to the required volume. And from here, soybean oil makes its way into kitchens around the world, becoming an essential ingredient in creating delicious and nutritious dishes. From crispy fried foods to fresh, vibrant salads, soybean oil adds a distinct flavor and helps make every meal more satisfying. Peas are one of the standout crops in American agriculture, playing a crucial role in providing fresh, frozen, or canned peas for the food industry. They're commonly grown in states like Washington, Wisconsin, Oregon, and Minnesota, where the cool climate and well-drained soil create the perfect conditions for their growth. Not only are peas a staple crop in the US, but they also thrive globally, especially in Europe, where they hold a prominent place in agriculture and cuisine. Farmers worldwide have mastered the art of growing peas, combining traditional farming techniques with modern technologies to achieve high-quality yields that meet global demand. Green peas grown in the US are typically ready for harvest about 50 to 70 days after planting. The ideal time to harvest is when the pods have reached full size, are plump, and yet remain tender. Across the vast temperate fields of America, pea harvesting has evolved far beyond manual labor, thanks to advanced machinery. Two primary types of harvesters are commonly used: conventional pod harvesters and integrated seed harvesters. First, we come to the whole pea harvester. Conventional pod harvesters are basic machines designed to collect entire pods from the plants. As they operate, a front-mounted reel system gently guides the pea plants into the machine. Flexible stripping fingers or rotating brushes detach the pods from the vines without damaging them. The collected pods are then transported via conveyor belts to large storage bins at the rear of the machine. Meanwhile, the plant stems and leaves are left behind in the fields to decompose naturally, acting as a green manure that enriches the soil. This approach not only saves the farmers from post-harvest cleanup, but also enhances soil fertility for future crops. These machines are particularly popular on large farms due to their lower cost and quick harvesting efficiency. However, since the pods remain intact, additional processing is required at the factory to shell the peas. Next, we will learn about the harvesting process, where the shell has been separated from the seed. On large-scale farms, or in regions specializing in frozen pea production, integrated seed harvesters are the ideal choice. These machines not only harvest the pods, but also separate the peas from their shells right in the field, streamlining the process and saving valuable time in post-harvest handling. These harvesters operate much like conventional ones, with a front reel system that gathers the pea plants. However, instead of keeping the pods intact, these machines are equipped with an internal shelling chamber. The pods are fed into the chamber, where high-speed rotating drums gently strip the peas from their shells. The empty shells are then crushed and returned to the field through a rear discharge system. The fresh, tender peas are transported via conveyor belts to large storage bins at the back of the harvester. This system ensures that the peas remain intact and maintain the highest quality standards. Picture an early morning on a sprawling pea field, where massive harvesters line up in formation, slowly moving through rows of lush green pea plants. The hum of engines blends with the rustling breeze, and the faint, fresh aroma of peas fills the air, creating a harmonious and vibrant scene of agricultural labor. These modern, integrated harvesters not only help farmers complete their work faster, but also ensure uniform quality for every pea harvested. Once collected, the fresh peas are promptly loaded into large storage bins and transported to processing facilities. Harvesting peas isn't just an agricultural task, it's a seamless blend of human effort and cutting-edge technology. From basic pod harvesters to advanced integrated machines, each tool brings unique value to meet the diverse needs of the agricultural industry. With every tender, green pea we enjoy, we can taste the dedication of farmers, the advancements of technology, and the love for these bountiful fields. It's this perfect harmony that makes peas a wonderful gift, crafted together by nature and humanity. In addition to machine harvesting, some green peas are harvested by hand. Farmers walk slowly between rows of pea plants, carefully lifting each leafy branch to find plump, ready-to-pick pods. With precision and care, they gently pluck the pods from their stems, preserving their freshness while leaving the lush greenery intact for future harvests. Once harvested, the peas are swiftly transported to the factory to begin processing. Upon arrival, workers wash their hands and don protective gear to ensure food safety and hygiene. The pods are then trimmed, with any substandard ones removed in preparation for cleaning. Next, the peas are fed into an automated washing system, where all soil and impurities are thoroughly removed. Finally, the peas are carefully packaged, using advanced assembly lines, ensuring they are ready for storage and distribution. Next, we come to the process of processing frozen green beans. When the peas arrive at the factory, they are unloaded into large intake hoppers. The shelled peas are then transported via conveyor belts through a screening system to remove impurities such as soil, stones, and leftover stems or leaves. Next, advanced optical sorting machines inspect each pea for size, color, and quality. Only the plumpest, brightest green peas make the cut, while those that don't meet the standards are discarded. After sorting, the peas move to the washing area. Large water tanks and high-pressure sprayers combined with air bubbles ensure that every pea is thoroughly cleaned, removing dirt and bacteria. Some factories use chilled water during this step to maintain the pea's freshness before proceeding to the next stage. Blanching is a critical step in preserving the vibrant green color and natural sweetness of peas. The peas are submerged in hot water at temperatures between 185 degrees and 203 degrees Fahrenheit for a few minutes. This process kills bacteria and halts enzyme activity that could cause spoilage. Immediately after blanching, the peas are rapidly cooled in an ice water bath to lock in their crisp texture and freshness. The selected peas are subjected to quick freezing at -40 degrees. This flash freezing process ensures that each pea is individually frozen, preserving its freshness, color, and nutritional value. It also allows the peas to maintain their quality over extended periods of storage. After freezing, the peas move to the packaging area. There are workers standing here to remove substandard seeds. Automated packing machines accurately weigh and portion the peas into bags, which are then vacuum sealed or filled with preservation gases to extend shelf life. In addition, frozen green beans are also packed into cans using modern production lines. The journey of artichokes begins in sprawling fields, where each one is carefully nurtured under California's radiant golden sun. The process of growing artichokes starts with selecting high-quality seeds from trusted suppliers to ensure good germination rates and strong growth potential. The seeds are prepared and sown into seedling trays filled with a special nutrient-rich soil mix, typically made of loose soil, organic compost, and essential minerals to support early development. These trays are placed in a nursery where conditions like temperature, humidity, and light are carefully controlled to optimize germination and initial growth. After about 4 to 6 weeks, once the seedlings have developed strong roots and sturdy leaves, they are ready to be transplanted into fields or greenhouses for further growth. Before planting artichokes, the field needs to be plowed thoroughly to ensure the best growth of the plants. Next, artichoke seedlings are planted in the field using a semi-automatic machine that improves efficiency and precision. The machine is equipped with seats for workers, allowing them to place each seedling into pre-prepared planting holes on a conveyor system. The machine then automatically positions the seedlings at the proper depth and gently covers them with soil to secure them in place. This method not only ensures consistent planting spacing, but also significantly reduces manual labor, optimizing the planting process. After about 8 months of careful care, artichokes are ready to be harvested. When they're ready, the buds reach their maximum size with a plump, rounded shape and tightly closed, thick outer leaves. This is the ideal time to harvest, as the buds haven't opened yet, ensuring they retain their fresh flavor and signature crispness. If left too long, the buds will bloom, affecting both quality and market value. The color of artichokes, either green or purple, depends on the variety. Green artichokes, like the green globe, are popular in the US for their uniform shape and rich flavor, while purple artichokes, such as Violet de Provence, stand out with their striking color and high levels of antioxidant-rich anthocyanins. The hustle and bustle of harvest season is a sight to behold, showcasing not only the breathtaking beauty of the fields, but also the dedication and hard work of farmers as they pick each artichoke at its finest quality. Harvesting artichokes by hand is a job that requires skill, agility, and precision from experienced farmers. During the harvest season, they carry sharp knives or specialized shears to carefully cut each artichoke, leaving a short stem of a few inches. This stem not only protects the artichoke but also makes processing after harvest much easier. After cutting, the farmer skillfully tosses the artichoke backward into a soft, specially designed basket strapped to their back. This technique is no simple task. It demands speed and accuracy to ensure the artichoke lands securely without falling out. An experienced farmer can harvest up to 150 to 200 pounds of artichokes per hour, depending on the density of the crop and the ease of the terrain. Once the baskets are full, they are quickly carried to a collection point, where the artichokes are loaded onto trucks for transport to the processing facility. Thanks to their expertise and professionalism, these farmers not only achieve high productivity, but also ensure that each artichoke maintains its top quality from field to factory. Surely, everyone is familiar with artichokes, a vegetable that's not only nutritious but also great for your health. Often called the flower of the kitchen, artichokes provide an excellent source of fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. It's estimated that artichokes contribute around $46 million annually, making them an important part of the U.S. economy. With its warm climate and fertile soil, California is the perfect home for these vibrant artichokes. Here, artichokes are grown year-round and reach their peak ripeness in the spring, when fields come alive with stunning shades of green and purple, like a living painting. Every year, thousands of immigrant farmers from Mexico arrive in California to work on artichoke farms during the harvest season. These skilled workers harvest artichokes at an impressive pace, often picking hundreds of heads per hour to meet the high demand. Their wages vary, but typically range between $15 to $20 per hour, with some earning more based on productivity. These hardworking individuals play a crucial role in America's agriculture, ensuring fresh produce reaches consumers across the country. Their dedication and expertise are the backbone of the industry, contributing significantly to the success of the U.S. farming sector. Alongside green artichokes, purple artichokes are grown in mild climates like California, Italy, and France, where the soil is rich and the weather is just right. Harvesting purple artichokes is done in the same way as green ones. Farmers use sharp knives to cut the artichoke heads from the plants and quickly toss them into trucks moving along the rows. This process ensures the artichokes are harvested quickly and stay as fresh as possible. The purple artichokes are then transported straight to processing facilities or markets. After harvest, artichokes are transported directly to processing facilities. They can either be packaged fresh for immediate sale or processed into pickled artichokes. Next, the artichokes are thoroughly washed with high-pressure water jets to remove any dirt or debris. This step ensures they are clean and ready for further processing. It also helps maintain the freshness and quality of the artichokes before packaging or additional preparation. Next, the artichokes are transferred onto an automated lifting system that carefully loads them onto conveyor belts. This system ensures a smooth and efficient process, minimizing damage to the delicate artichoke heads. The conveyor belt transports the artichokes to the sorting area, where workers carefully sort them by hand. They inspect each artichoke for size, quality, and any visible imperfections, ensuring only the best ones continue to the next steps. The rejected artichokes may be set aside for alternative uses, like processing into secondary products or composting. This thorough sorting process helps maintain the high standards expected by consumers. The final step involves carefully packing the artichoke buds into trays, ensuring each one is handled with care to prevent any damage. Workers arrange the buds neatly, securing them in place to maintain their shape and freshness during transportation. The trays are then sealed and labeled with essential information such as weight, origin, and expiration date. Once packed, the artichokes are ready to be shipped to markets and stores, reaching consumers in their freshest and finest condition. In addition to being packed fresh, artichokes are also processed into pickled artichokes. The process starts with the artichokes placed on a conveyor belt. They are then transported to size sorting slots that separate them based on their dimensions, ensuring consistency for the pickling process. After sorting, the artichokes are sent into the factory. In factory, artichokes are placed into automated machines designed to trim away the excess leaves. These machines precisely cut off the outer layers, leaving only the tender cores that are ideal for pickling. The automated process ensures uniformity and minimizes waste, while also speeding up production. Once trimmed, the artichoke cores are ready for the next steps in the pickling process, such as brining and seasoning. The artichoke cores then continue along the conveyor belts to a second sorting stage, where workers carefully inspect them by hand. This step ensures that any imperfections or inconsistencies missed during the automated process are addressed. Workers check for quality, size, and shape, removing any cores that don't meet the required standards. This meticulous hand-sorting process guarantees that only the best artichoke cores proceed to the next stages of pickling and packaging. The artichoke cores are then blanched for a few minutes in hot water to preserve their texture and flavor. This process helps prepare the cores for long-term storage and enhances their taste. Once blanched, the cores are carefully packed into jars, ensuring they are evenly distributed and properly sealed. The jars are then capped and labeled with all the necessary information, making them ready for distribution to consumers. In another facility, the blanched artichoke cores are sliced into smaller pieces to prepare them for canning. These pieces are then transferred onto an automated canning line, where they are carefully portioned into cans. The system ensures precision in both the quantity and arrangement of the artichoke pieces to maintain consistency. Once filled, the cans are sealed, sterilized, and labeled, making them ready for shipping and storage. Chamomile is known for its delicate white petals and vibrant yellow centers, giving off a gentle, soothing fragrance that brings a sense of relaxation and calm. Chamomile typically takes about 8 to 12 weeks to grow before it's ready for harvest. When summer arrives, you can witness vast chamomile fields where advanced machinery is used to harvest the flowers with incredible efficiency and precision. These modern machines allow farmers to work quickly while preserving the quality of the blooms. The machines are specially designed with ultra-sharp cutting blades at the front. As they move across the fields, the blades cut the flowers cleanly at the base, ensuring every chamomile bloom is harvested neatly without damaging the surrounding plants or leaves. Right after cutting, the flowers are gently lifted onto an integrated conveyor belt within the machine. The conveyor smoothly transports the blooms to large collection bins at the back, where they are safely stored and ready to be transported to processing facilities. Using modern machinery to harvest chamomile not only boosts efficiency, but also reflects significant advancements in agriculture. First and foremost, these machines greatly reduce the need for manual labor, which is crucial as the agricultural workforce becomes increasingly scarce. Instead of harvesting each flower by hand, modern machinery can cover large fields quickly, saving both time and labor for farmers. Not only that, using machinery also helps increase productivity and lower production costs, giving American farmers a competitive edge in the global market. At the same time, it promotes sustainable development as the harvesting process is carried out quickly, minimizing waste and protecting the environment. The combination of modern technology and traditional farming expertise has transformed chamomile harvesting into an efficient process, ensuring high-quality products reach consumers. After being harvested from the vast fields, chamomile flowers are transported by truck to the factory and promptly moved into drying chambers to preserve their freshness and quality. Workers use specialized tools to evenly spread the flowers onto drying trays, ensuring that every bloom is exposed to heat evenly. Inside the drying chambers, temperature and humidity are carefully controlled, typically maintained at 35 to 45 degrees Celsius, allowing the flowers to dry evenly while retaining their natural fragrance and color. This drying process lasts between 6 to 12 hours, preparing the flowers for the next stages of processing. After the drying process is complete, chamomile flowers are transferred to a specialized separation system that separates the flowers from the stems and leaves. The machine uses gentle air currents and precision blades to automatically sort the materials, ensuring the flowers maintain their shape and remain undamaged. Smaller pieces like stems and leaves are sent to a separate compartment for further processing or used as organic fertilizer. The chamomile flowers are then moved onto an automated conveyor belt for manual sorting by skilled workers. On the conveyor, workers carefully inspect each flower by hand, removing any that are crushed or damaged. This process requires great attention to detail and focus to ensure only the highest quality flowers are selected. After manual sorting, the chamomile flowers are transferred to vibrating machines designed to grind them into fine chamomile powder. These machines mimic a gentle sifting motion, similar to the process of milling flour, to ensure the flowers are evenly processed. The vibration helps break down the dried flowers into a consistent powder while separating any remaining larger particles. The resulting fine powder is then collected and prepared for packaging or further processing into various chamomile-based products, as well as they are packed in different packaging for the convenience of consumers. Besides being used to make tea, chamomile is also utilized to produce essential oil through steam distillation. In this process, fresh or dried chamomile flowers are placed in a distillation chamber, where steam passes through to extract the essential oil. The oil is then condensed, separated from water, and filtered to ensure its purity. Chamomile oil is commonly used in shampoos to soothe the scalp, reduce dandruff, and nourish the hair, leaving it soft and healthy. They are packaged into shampoo bottles on automated conveyor belts, ensuring a fast, precise packaging process that maintains product quality. It's not just chamomile. Lavender is also a symbol of relaxation and a valuable ingredient for creating exceptional products. Let's continue our journey to discover how farmers harvest and transform lavender into high-quality products. Creating stunning lavender fields starts with the careful process of propagation. Farmers can choose to plant seeds or use strong cuttings taken from mature parent plants, placing them in soft, nutrient-rich soil. These young plants are nurtured in greenhouses, providing the perfect environment for healthy growth. Over time, the tiny green sprouts grow steadily, carrying the promise of a breathtaking lavender season. It's the farmers' patience and attentive care that allow lavender to thrive, weaving the dreamy landscapes we can't help but fall in love with. Before planting lavender seedlings, farmers start by plowing the soil to break up compacted layers, loosen it, and remove any weeds. Then they carefully level the ground, ensuring a smooth and even surface, perfectly prepared for planting. Next, semi-automated planting machines come into play. These machines have seats at the back where farmers sit, holding seedlings from trays and gently placing them into the freshly tilled soil at precise intervals. Behind the machine, other farmers follow, carefully covering the roots with soil to secure the plants and provide a firm base for them to grow strong and healthy. Lavender typically reaches its peak bloom in summer, between June and August, depending on the variety and local climate. This is when the flowers are at their most fragrant and contain the highest concentration of essential oils. The ideal time to harvest is either early in the morning or late in the afternoon, when temperatures are cooler, to prevent the precious oils from evaporating. Farmers carefully inspect each plant to ensure they harvest at the perfect moment, when about 50 to 70% of the flowers on each stem are in full bloom. Harvesting lavender is not just an agricultural task. It's an art, a harmonious collaboration between people and nature to bring home bundles of beautifully scented purple blossoms. Timing and precision in the harvesting process are key to ensuring the highest quality flowers. Before the advent of machinery, lavender was harvested entirely by hand, requiring precision and care. Farmers used small sickles to cut each bundle of flowers, gently gathering and tying them into small bunches for drying or distillation. This traditional method is still practiced in certain regions to preserve the natural fragrance and beauty of the flowers. As hand harvesting gradually gave way to technological advancements, lavender fields began to see the arrival of modern harvesting machines. These machines have become indispensable for large-scale farms, where lavender is cultivated across vast expanses of land, sometimes covering tens of hectares. They not only save time and labor, but also ensure that the flowers are handled with care, maintaining their quality throughout the harvesting process. On expansive lavender farms, where rows of purples stretch endlessly, automated harvesting machines are the go-to solution. These machines are designed much like grain harvesters, equipped with advanced sensors that precisely determine the height of the flower rows. This allows the machine to cut only the blooming flower stems, while leaving the lower leaves and stems intact, ensuring the plants can continue to grow. Once cut, the flowers are transported via a large conveyor belt, passing through a preliminary sorting mechanism before being collected in a massive storage container at the back of the machine. These containers can hold hundreds of kilograms of flowers, reducing the need for frequent trips and saving valuable time for the farmers. For lavender fields dedicated to essential oil distillation, specialized machines that both cut and process flowers on site are widely used. These machines go beyond simply cutting. They can grind the flower heads right in the field. The ground lavender is then transferred directly into large containers, ready to be sent to distillation facilities without the need for additional processing steps. These machines are praised for their efficiency and ability to preserve the maximum amount of essential oil from the flowers. With a design focused on gentle handling, they ensure the flower's structure remains intact, resulting in the highest quality essential oil during the distillation process. Modern harvesting machines not only boost productivity but also minimize losses during the harvest process. With the help of advanced technology, farmers can efficiently and quickly gather lavender, maximizing the value of their vast purple fields. In addition to increasing efficiency, technology plays a vital role in preserving the natural ecosystem in lavender growing regions. The precision of these machines ensures minimal soil disturbance, reducing erosion, and maintaining the land's health for future cultivation. After harvesting, lavender is transported to the factory for essential oil extraction. Below is the entire process of making lavender essential oil, from pressing the oil to bottling the final product, ready to be delivered to consumers. The process of extracting essential oil from lavender begins with steam distillation. The steam containing the essential oil is then directed through a condenser, where the temperature is reduced and the essential oil separates from the steam. After condensation, the pure lavender oil is collected in a container, while the leftover water containing other compounds is separated. After the lavender essential oil is extracted and filtered, it is transferred to an automated bottling line. Clean glass bottles are fed into the system, where the oil is precisely dispensed into each bottle by automatic filling machines. Once filled, the bottles are inspected to ensure there are no cracks or impurities. bottle caps are automatically screwed on, and each bottle is labeled with product information, ready for distribution to consumers. Thank you for joining us on this journey to explore the process of turning fragrant flowers into premium herbal teas and essential oils. If you have any questions or thoughts, feel free to leave a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories about the world of agriculture. Goodbye, and we'll see you in the next video.